Hi, good day, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're listening from. My name is Lovina, and today I want to talk about my miraculous childbirth. I want to tell the story of how I gave birth and what happened. It's going to be pretty short, but I hope that you're blessed. I hope that you learned something from this story. Okay, so on that fateful day, I was at home and I felt like it was time. I just had this feeling that it was time, and I was like, okay, should I go to the hospital? Should I stay at home? Well, before that time, I had a dream that I was going to give birth at home. So I was trying to be careful. So I called my pastor's wife. I was like, hello, mommy. I have this feeling. I'm not having so much contractions. My contractions are really spaced, I don't know if it's time to go to the hospital, but I'm having this feeling like I want to give birth and I don't want to give birth at home, and my delivery comes pretty fast sometimes. So she was like, well, I think you should go to the hospital. If you don't want to deliver at home, go to the hospital. And that was a wonderful advice. I left the house and I called my husband. I'm like, babe, I think we need to go to the hospital. I think, you need to follow me. So that day he wanted to go to work. I'm like, babe, please, can you stay back at home and then take me to the hospital? I was like, okay. So we went to the hospital that day. And then when we got to the hospitals, the doctors were like, you're just about 2 cm. No, about 3 cm. They were like, just about 3 cm, you need some more time, give or take, about 3 to 4 hours, just take your time. I don't think you're gonna give birth now, So they all left me in the room and then they went. And then after a while, the doctor came in, she examined me and she was like, okay, next 2 hours will be fine. And I didn't say anything, but at first I told the nurse, I'm like, see, my birth comes really fast, okay? And I wanted to know that I usually throw up in the labor room, and whenever I throw up, the baby comes out. And they didn't believe me. I gave birth at Cleveland Clinic, Hillcrest, a wonderful place. They didn't believe me, honestly. They were like, okay. And then but I knew that they never believed what I was saying. Okay, so it happened on that day that they all left me alone. I was alone in the room. And then all of a sudden, I started throwing up. I felt the urge to throw up. And truly, the nurse had gone, the doctor had gone. They felt like, okay, it's gonna take like 2 to 3 hours, before this lady progresses. All right. So they left me in the room and they left, and I started throwing up. As I was throwing up, the baby was coming out. I was vomiting, the head was coming out. The cervix was enlarging as I was throwing up. That's what happened it happened in my first delivery. I threw up just once, and then the cervix just, enlarged like that and increased beyond whatever they could imagine. And I was alone in the room and I was calling for help. And then the nurse came and then she saw me. She saw the baby head already out and she was shouting for help, trying to call the doctor for help. I can't remember if the doctor was able to wear a glove. Maybe they were able to already wear a glove, but I can't remember. The baby's head was already out, so they were trying to ensure that the baby's neck wasn't stopped. So they came in immediately, pulled their hands, and who asked me to push, and then brought out the baby. It was so miraculous. It was so extraordinary. It was something that I really thank God for. It was beyond my imagination. And then when I was taken to the ward, I was in the, while in the ward, I had doctors coming saying, oh, is that the lady that pushed for less than 2 minutes? Is that the lady that pushed for less than 2 minutes? So I had people coming into the, hospital, coming in to just, it had student doctors coming to spy up on me and be like, is that the student or the nurse that gave birth and pushed for only 2 minutes? So it was just like that. So that's the story I wanted to share. I hope you're blessed by this story. And this is not in any way to say that cesarean section isn't good. No. Anybody who gives birth through CS is wonderful. We're all going to take different paths in life, right? But at the same time, if you have faith, strong faith that you can give birth naturally, then you can. All right, bye.